Ugh, it's cold. Where is summer? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know this is like a weird setup. I'm not in my usual, it doesn't even look like, I hate whenever I don't feel like I'm looking at the camera and it's like over here. But I have a bunch of just crap over here because we're in the process of getting a new fan and everything like that. So that's a mess. So I'm just trying to like cover all that up for you. It is actually 8:32 a.m. and I work at 9 a.m. I just wanted to go ahead and film a quick video this morning because I didn't get a chance to do one yesterday. I got inspiration from, she's pretty popular on YouTube, I think. Her name is Sarah Baska. When I find a YouTuber that I like to stalk them. So I like went way back in her videos and she did my first time tag, which I know a bunch of YouTubers already do and like have already done that. But I think it would be fun for me to go ahead and do this on this channel. That way you guys can get to know me a little bit more. And I think it's a really fun tag. And the title's a little misleading, which I think is funny. So let's go ahead and get into it. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? My very, very, very first best friend that I consider best friend is probably my best friend Caitlin, which is funny because we have the same name and that was always a joke like throughout school. Mine is Kaitlin and hers is Katelyn, so like the complete opposite. We were best friends. We started being best friends in 5th grade, and ever since then we have been best friends, and still to this day. I know people are always like, even though we don't talk every day, we're still best friends, and that is honest to God truth. I still consider her my best friend. In high school, we were actually, like our senior year in the yearbook, we were, what was it, like, something about best friends, like we got the superlative or whatever it is. Had a handshake and it was like, we are the Double Mint Twins in middle school because that was the big commercial with the twins. Anyway, yes, she's my best friend and we still talk and she is awesome. What was the first concert that you went to? My very first concert that I remember going to is actually a Keith Urban concert and I went with my dad. It was somewhere in Ohio and I just remember being amazing. The story from that is, if you've been to a country concert, you know that people drink, they get drunk, it's beer, and I'm like over here like 7 years old or however, like, yeah, Keith Urban, woo, drinking my water or Coke or whatever. So I really had to use the bathroom. I vividly remember this so much. And I went to the bathroom and there was a line. Got into the stall and I remember like, you know, sometimes like, I don't know if you guys do this or not, but I do. Sometimes you like kind of like look under this, like look at someone's feet or you know what I mean? Like just to see if somebody's beside you. And I looked down, no joke guys, in the stall beside me, there's this girl sitting on her ass like dead, like literally like this. There's a corn dog sitting on the ground with mustard all over it. And I'm like, holy shit, like what is happening? Like there's someone dying in this bathroom. What is happening? Like what? And I remember this lady came in and she was like, my family called me Katie. They're like, Katie Johnson. And I was just so embarrassed because my dad sent somebody in to check on me because he thought that the person dead on the floor with a corn dog was me, and I was just so embarrassed. But other than that part, it was an awesome concert, and I saw Keith Urban like 3 more times after that, so he obviously like got me going back, and he's awesome. When was your first kiss? Now, I have 2 stories because the first one I don't really consider my first kiss, but I'll go ahead and tell it anyway. I was at a Relay for Life event, and me and all my friends did like a spin the bottle with these kids from another school, and I kissed one boy. And that's like my first kiss, but like my first real kiss was on the back. I don't know if you guys know what a gator is, but it's like one of the truck things that people use like out in the mud and stuff like that. So me and this kid that I had a really, really big crush on, his name was Jacob. It's a funny story now, so I don't think he's gonna mind that I use his name if he even finds this. But we're on the back of the gator and we were really into each other, I guess. I don't know if he was into me, but I was totally into him. And we just started making out on the back of this gator. We were in like 6th or 7th grade, one of those. I think it was 7th. And it was a magical night. And then the next day my mom was like, so I heard that you made out with this boy. And I was like, oh my God, how do you know? And she was like, I have my sources. So like the whole time my mom knew about me making out with this kid in 7th grade, and I was so embarrassed again. And I still to this day have no idea how she found out about it. When was your first detention? So I'm throwing this way back to elementary school in 5th grade, and this was so stupid. I was so upset though. I like bawled my eyes out. And we were having a fire drill, and whenever we had a fake fire drill, they didn't like sound the alarms. They just kind of said, this is a fake fire drill. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of told us. So my friend was like, hey, you know what would be funny? If we faked the fire alarm sound. And I was like, girl, yes, that would be so funny. Let's do it. So she starts going, wee-oo, wee-oo, wee, and then I start joining in with her, and we're both doing the wee-oo sound. And then all of a sudden the teacher's like, who is doing that? This is not a time and place for you to be doing that. And my friend's over here like acting like nonchalantly like, bitch, that wasn't me. And I was like, bitch, you are not going to put the blame on me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fess up. I did it. So I raised my hand, and she was like, detention during recess tomorrow. And I was like, it wasn't even my idea, but okay. So I remember going home and like calling my mom, bawling my eyes out like, I got detention. So yeah, I was really upset about that. I didn't deserve it, but okay, whatever. Who was your first love? My first love was whenever I was an 8th grader and I was dating this 9th grader. We went to different schools because he was in high school and I was in middle school. And it was just this, he was nice. He was super nice. He turned out to be an asshole later on in life, but you know, what else is new? I just remember it being like this big deal. Like everyone was like, oh my God, you're dating a 9th grader. And like all of his friends were like really mad that he was dating me because I was in middle school. And I just thought I was the baddest bitch around. And, and he just, I don't know. That was my first love. Where was your first sleepover? So I don't vividly remember my first sleepover. I'm sure it was with Caitlin or somebody like that. I'm not sure. But I remember going to this big sleepover for one of my friends, Lindsay. And we aren't like friends now. Like if I saw her on the street, I would say hi to her. But she had this big sleepover with everybody. And, well, that night, I remember like my other friend Rachel was like talking in her sleep all night. And I thought that was really weird because I've never experienced that before. And she was talking in her sleep and like, it was just really weird. And like, so we woke up the next morning and her mom was like, okay, I got different kinds of Pop-Tarts for you all. I have blueberry, I have strawberry, I have chocolate. And in my like little girl mind, I'm like, ooh, chocolate, I'll take chocolate. Well, end of the story is I ended up getting food poisoning from this chocolate Pop-Tart, and I haven't had one since. So that was my first sleepover story that I remember, and it really isn't a good one. I mean, all in all, the party was fun, but like the food poisoning part was not the best, and that's why I never eat chocolate Pop-Tarts. What was your first Facebook profile picture? So I'm gonna go and find that for you all. I have 15 minutes until I'm supposed to be at work, everybody. This is actually my last day working at this place because I start my new job on Monday, which I'm super excited about. Okay. So this is my first Facebook profile picture. Can we just take into consideration all of the black and white editing that had to go on for this? That is absolutely ridiculous. I have a lot of other more embarrassing ones probably. Well, what's good is like my MySpace ones, but I can't remember my MySpace password, so I can't do that right now. That is where I'm going to end this video because I need to get up and get dressed and go to work, and this will probably be uploaded tonight actually, so I hope you all enjoyed, and if you have any recommendations for another video that you want me to do, go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I upload videos 2 to 3 times a week, not on a set schedule yet, soon to be though, as soon as I start this new job on Monday. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!